Did you know that only the highest level individuals possess the level of consciousness required to truly understand what you're about to hear? Most people will brush it off, scroll past, or dismiss it as just another fleeting thought. But you're still here. And that is not a coincidence. Something inside you knows that this moment was meant for you. The universe has orchestrated this encounter, aligning everything perfectly to deliver this message to you precisely when you need it most. Take a moment to reflect. What separates extraordinary people from the ordinary? What allows someone to rise above the crowd while everyone else seems to blend into the background? It's not just talent. It's not just opportunity. It's something much deeper, something invisible, yet undeniably powerful. That's the mystery we'll dive into today. And if you're still watching, it's not by accident. Your curiosity isn't just a passing feeling. It's proof that you've already begun to shift. This is your signal, your moment, your awakening to a truth that's always been inside you. Before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're ready to step into the next level of your journey. Now let me ask you, what's the one thing you've been searching for in your life? Go deeper than the desires you're trying to manifest. Let's start a powerful conversation and inspire each other to grow. Extraordinary people don't live by accident. They don't wait for life to happen to them. Instead, they understand something profound. Their thoughts, emotions, and energy create their reality. As Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, what you believe about yourself on the inside will manifest on the outside. This isn't wishful thinking. This is science. Quantum physics has shown us that everything in the universe is made of energy, and our thoughts and emotions carry vibrational frequencies that directly influence that energy. The top 1% know how to harness this power. They have trained their minds to focus, to believe, and to feel as if their goals are already achieved. That curiosity, the very thing that brought you here, is the beginning of your transformation. This is the seed of awareness. The spark that allows you to recognize the patterns in your life and question them. Hopeful. It's the spark that opens the door to new possibilities. Encouraging. When you combine curiosity with intentional focus, you step into a higher state of being, where your true potential begins to unfold. Rhetorical. So here's the question. Are you ready to leave the ordinary behind? Are you ready to rise above the noise and claim the extraordinary life that's waiting for you? Confident. If you're still here, then the answer is clear. Inviting. This is your invitation to step into the 1%. Strong. The rarest minds are not the most famous. They are the ones who dare to think differently. They challenge the norms. They see opportunity where others see obstacles, and they take action on their vision, even when it's uncomfortable. Powerful. They are not just dreamers. They're doers. They face failure head-on. They embrace setbacks and turn obstacles into stepping stones. Revealing. The truth is, their secret isn't working harder. It's thinking differently. Profound. They understand that true transformation begins within. And the principles you're hearing in this message are exactly what set them apart. Serious. This isn't about surface-level motivation or feel-good advice. Emphatic. These are powerful truths, backed by science and experience, that can rewire your mind and reshape your life, if you're ready to embody them. Insightful. What separates the rarest minds is their understanding of how thoughts and emotions create reality. Quoting, as Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, Your personal reality is a reflection of your personality. Empowering. They know that by changing their thoughts and emotions, they can shape the world around them. Affirming. They live that truth daily, turning ordinary decisions into extraordinary results through intentional focus and self-awareness. Emphatic. Curiosity is their superpower. Encouraging. They ask better questions. They dive deeper into possibility. And they stay open to what is yet unknown. Reflective. It's not about having all the answers, it's about being willing to explore the new. Introducing. Resilience is another defining trait of these uncommon people. Strong. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they use failure as fuel for growth. Quoting. In a world full of noise, they remain grounded, knowing that where they place their attention, they place their energy. This clarity allows them to thrive under pressure, while others scramble to keep up. If this resonates with you, it's because this knowledge is meant for those who are ready. Ready to see that life doesn't shift by accident, but by choice. Ready to understand that small shifts in thinking and daily decisions create massive results over time. The rarest minds are not born, they are built. And the most beautiful part? Anyone can cultivate these traits. The formula is actually simple. First, you need awareness. Then, once you have it, you take action. That's it. Embracing these principles and applying them consistently will move you from ordinary to extraordinary. So the question is, are you ready to change how you think, how you act, and how you see yourself? Are you ready to unlock what most people overlook? The fact that you're still here means, yes, this is your sign. The decision is yours. Let's take this journey to the next level. Imagine discovering a way of thinking that changes everything. How you see yourself, your challenges, and your potential. Think about the world around you. How often do people walk right past opportunities without ever seeing them? It's as if life's greatest chances are hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone who has the clarity to recognize them. That's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Most people only focus on what's obvious. The rare few, the 1%, train themselves to look deeper. They see potential inside obstacles, patterns inside chaos, and openings where others see dead ends. This ability isn't luck. It isn't about intelligence. It's a skill, and it can be developed by anyone. As Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, your mind has the power to create the reality you focus on. The 1% have mastered this principle. They've learned to shift their perspective, to step back and see the bigger picture. It's not about gathering more information. It's about changing your lens. Every breakthrough in history started when someone dared to look at the world differently. They didn't work harder. They didn't follow the crowd. They simply viewed life through a new prism. It's not easy, but it's absolutely possible. The 1% don't see risk as something to avoid. They see it as a doorway for growth. They know that every challenge hides a hidden advantage, but only for those willing to find it. This perspective isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to claim it. Think about your own life for a moment. How many times has fear held you back from acting on an idea or stepping into the unknown? The 1% approach life differently. They don't avoid discomfort. They understand that growth always lives on the other side of it. They're not reckless. They're intentional. They manage risk by focusing on the opportunities within it. Dr. Joe Dispenza often speaks about the importance of breaking free from autopilot. Most people live their lives repeating the same thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, creating the same results day after day. The 1% refuses to get trapped in this cycle. They challenge their habits. They question their assumptions. They ask, what else is possible? This isn't about following the rules everyone else follows. It's about rewriting what's possible. They understand that real transformation begins when you stop seeing the world as fixed and start seeing it as fluid, waiting to respond to your vision and your action. And here's the truth. Most people don't want to make this shift. Not because they can't, but because it's easier to stay comfortable. It's easier to walk the familiar path, even if it leads to mediocrity. The 1% choose what's uncomfortable over what's easy, because they choose what's meaningful, and that choice changes everything. This isn't about chasing money, fame, or external validation. It's about redefining success on your own terms. It's the awareness that every day, every decision, is a chance to grow into who you were always meant to be. The ability to see what others miss doesn't just separate the 1%, it makes them unstoppable. Are you ready to break free from the ordinary and step into a mindset that unlocks your full potential? It starts with a single decision: to see things differently. And that choice, it's entirely yours. Picture yourself looking at a challenge, and instead of seeing a problem, you see a puzzle, waiting to be solved. Imagine meeting uncertainty with excitement, not fear. That's what happens when you train your mind to see possibilities where others see nothing. It's not about ignoring challenges. It's about using them as stepping stones for growth. The most successful people have mastered this mindset. And it's one of the most powerful skills you can ever develop. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. The 1% direct their attention toward what's possible, even in the face of obstacles. Because once you train your mind to see opportunity, you can no longer unsee it. It's like flipping a switch. Suddenly, what once held you back becomes what propels you forward. The situations you used to avoid become the ones you now embrace. This is the power of perspective. It's more than information, it's transformation. This isn't about giving you every answer. It's about empowering you to ask better questions, to show you how to think differently. The 1% didn't succeed by following the formula, they broke the mold, seeing beyond the surface and daring to think in ways most never do. And that is exactly what you're being invited to do right now. If you're still here, you've already changed. You're ready to explore ideas most people never even take the time to understand. This isn't about entertainment. It's about equipping you with tools that allow you to see what others miss and use that vision to build something extraordinary. Now, imagine if you started seeing opportunities everywhere. What if every failure was actually a stepping stone? What if every rejection was simply redirection? That is the mindset of the 1%, a way of thinking fully within your reach if you choose to embrace it. The true difference between the 1% and everyone else isn't talent. It isn't resources. It isn't luck. It's mindset. A set of traits most people never notice, but that you can absolutely develop. It all begins with curiosity. Curiosity is the spark that lights the fire. Most people accept life as it is and move on. The 1% ask questions. They look deeper. They don't simply accept what they're told. They explore. They seek truth. Think of a child seeing a clock for the first time. Most children are satisfied that it tells time. But the curious child asks, how does it work? What's inside? That kind of curiosity grows into a mindset that without discipline, curiosity fades. Discipline is what keeps the 1% moving forward when the path gets hard. Most people quit when the excitement wears off. The 1% rely on habits and structure to stay the course. Discipline means showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Progress isn't always glamorous. Often it's slow, repetitive, even mundane. But it's in those invisible moments when no one's watching that true transformation happens. Think about how often you've started something with excitement only to give up when it got hard. That's common. But the 1%, they finish. They embrace the hard because they know that's where growth lives. This mindset, the combination of curiosity and discipline, doesn't just set the 1% apart, it makes them unstoppable. And here's the truth. It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's available to anyone who's willing to do the work, including you. And though it may feel overwhelming, understand this. Success is sequence. The most successful people in the world understand daily showing up creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Discipline isn't about always getting it right. It's about consistency. It's about choosing to keep going even when life gives you every reason to stop. And then there's resilience. The ability to rise stronger after setbacks. It's one of the most powerful traits of the 1%. Where most people see failure as the end, the 1% see it as a stepping stone. They don't let failures define them. Instead, they extract lessons from them. Because they know every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson moves them closer to their goals. As Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, the hardest part is becoming comfortable with the discomfort of change. Resilience allows you to lean into that discomfort and emerge stronger on the other side. Think of resilience like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Challenges are inevitable, but what matters isn't the challenge, it's your response. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, the 1% asks, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Now picture it in your own life. You try something new, and it doesn't go as planned. Maybe you fail. Maybe people doubt you. Maybe you doubt yourself. Most would give up right here. But the 1%, they try again, and again, and again. They understand success is not a straight line. It's built on the lessons learned in the detours, the setbacks, the moments others would label as failure. Now that we've explored the traits of the most successful people in the world, let's talk about how you can embody them. Start with curiosity. When was the last time you truly questioned how things are? When did you last look at something and ask, why is it this way? Could it be different? You don't need to be a genius to be curious. All you need is intention. Start small. Be curious about the little things, your daily routine, your surroundings, even your own thoughts. Because curiosity cracks open the door to new realities. But curiosity alone is not enough. Here comes discipline. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow. But true discipline begins right now. It's not about giant leaps. It's about consistent, small, certain steps. It's about showing up, especially when no one's watching. That's where the transformation takes root. Here's how you start. Pick one small thing, just one. Commit to doing it every single day for the next 7 days. It could be reading for 10 minutes, a short walk, writing your thoughts in a journal. By the end of the week, you'll feel the momentum. This is the magic of discipline. It compounds. It stacks strength on top of strength. Then comes resilience, the trait you already have. Think about the challenges you've faced, the ones that felt impossible. Yet here you are. You've survived them. That is resilience in action. The next time life knocks you down, remind yourself, this isn't the end. It's a step forward. Ask, what can I learn from this? How will I grow because of this? Use the lesson. Use the pain. Use the struggle to build your next level. The truth is, the 1% are not there by accident. They trained their mind, their emotions, and their energy to see and create what others cannot. This is not destiny, it's design. And now, it's your turn. They choose curiosity, discipline, and resilience every single day. And if they can make that choice, so can you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. Willing to ask the tough questions, to make commitments, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Every time you embrace these qualities, you move one step closer to unlocking your full potential. Now, let's be honest for a moment. When was the last time you pushed yourself? Not because you had to, but because you wanted to. Most people stay inside their comfort zones, where everything feels safe and predictable. But real growth doesn't happen there. Take a moment to reflect. In the past week, have you made decisions based on comfort, or have you chosen growth? Did you lean into the discomfort, or did you choose the easier path? There's no judgment here, just an opportunity to be aware. The top 1% constantly ask themselves these questions. Am I moving closer to the person I'm meant to become, or am I staying where it's safe because it's easier? They don't avoid failure, they embrace it. They know failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. So ask yourself, when was the last time you failed and learned from it instead of giving up? Failure is a teacher, but only if you allow it to be. And finally, consider this. Are you living for other people's approval, or are you willing to chase what truly matters to you, even if no one else understands? That's not easy. The world is full of opinions and judgment, but you can't let those voices drown out your own. The choice is always yours. Will you stay where it's comfortable, or will you step into the discomfort of growth? As Dr. Joe Dispenza reminds us, you are not defined by your past, you are empowered by your choices. So, what will you choose today? Will you choose curiosity, discipline, and resilience? Will you take the next step toward the version of yourself you've always known you could become? The answer lies in what you decide to do next. The top 1% don't live for approval. They live for purpose. They stay true to their path, even when it means walking alone for a while. Can you do the same? How do you handle uncertainty? Do you avoid it, or do you face it head-on? Most people crave guarantees and predictable outcomes, But life doesn't work that way. Growth happens in the unknown. The most successful people understand this.
Whenever see the prois somebody or seen, quero diestes de luia bonavosia.
They step into uncertainty because they know it's the only way to unlock their true potential. So, when uncertainty shows up in your life, do you see it as something to fear or as an opportunity to grow? Now think about your beliefs. How often do you challenge them? Most people cling to their beliefs because it's comfortable. But truly exceptional people ask themselves, what if I'm wrong? What if there's another way? That openness is what sets them apart. When was the last time you questioned your own thinking? Not someone else's, but your own. Then there's action. Are you waiting for the perfect moment, or are you creating it yourself? The truth is, there is no perfect moment. The most successful people know that, so they start right where they are, with whatever they have. Action creates momentum, and momentum leads to progress. Ask yourself, are you waiting for everything to line up perfectly, or are you taking steps forward, even when things feel uncertain or messy? How do you respond when things get hard? Do you keep moving forward, or do you pull back? Challenges are part of the journey. The most successful people see them as chances to become stronger. They understand that obstacles aren't reasons to quit, they're reasons to dig deeper. So next time life throws you a curveball, ask yourself, is this the end or the beginning of something better? Now let's talk about growth. Are you learning every day or staying the same? Growth never stops. Those who achieve greatness know that life is a constant journey of learning and expanding. They're always seeking new knowledge and pushing their own limits. Take a look at your daily routine. Are you actively growing or settling for what you already know? These questions aren't easy, but they're important. The fact that you're even reflecting on them shows you're ready to think differently, challenge yourself, and grow. But reflection isn't enough. What matters is what you do next. Greatness isn't one huge, heroic act. It's made up of small, consistent steps taken day after day. That's the key. The most successful people show up when it's hard. They keep going when quitting feels easier, and they don't wait for luck to find them. They build their future one choice at a time. So ask yourself, what is one step you can take today that your future self will thank you for? And please don't doubt yourself. Self-doubt is one of the toughest battles you'll face. We all hear that voice inside that says, you can't do it. You're not good enough. The difference is successful people don't let that voice stop them. They shame the mane. Instead, they face it and take action anyway. Every time you push through doubt, you weaken its grip on you. So ask yourself, what could you accomplish if you ignored that voice, just for today? Step outside your comfort zone. Comfort zones are traps. Nothing grows there. Fear is normal, but it's also a sign that you're heading in the right direction. Growth lives on the other side of fear. So, what's holding you back? What opportunities are you avoiding because of fear? The life you want is waiting for you, just beyond your comfort zone. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. Even the most successful people stumble, fail, and make mistakes, but they don't stop. They understand that progress isn't linear. It's messy and unpredictable. The key is to keep moving forward. Every small step gets you closer to where you want to be. The fact that you're still here, thinking, learning, reflecting, says a lot. It says, you don't want to settle for good enough. You want to grow. You want to become better than you were yesterday. That mindset alone separates you from most. And it's not just about you. Your growth inspires others. Every time you overcome doubt or take one step forward, you show someone else that it's possible. This is bigger than you. It's about the impact you're capable of having on the world. Remember, you don't need to have all the answers to start. The most successful people didn't have everything figured out when they began. They just began. One step, one choice, one moment of courage. That's all it takes. So, what step can you take today? What small action can bring you closer to the life you dream of? It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, making progress, and choosing growth over comfort. Everything you need is already inside you. The only question is, are you ready to take that first step? Because if you are, the possibilities are endless. The fact that you're still here thinking about your potential proves you're ready. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about deciding right now that you are worth the effort. So what's holding you back? Take one small step today and see where it leads. Stay curious, keep asking questions, keep challenging your limits, and never settle for anything less than what you're truly capable of. If today's message resonated with you, let it be the spark that ignites something much bigger. Before you leave, take a moment and share your thoughts below. What stood out to you the most? What action are you ready to take today? I'd love to hear about your journey. If this message inspired you, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more tools, insights, and motivation to help you grow and step into your full potential. Your journey is just beginning. You have no idea how powerful you truly are. So step into it, one choice at a time. The future you've been dreaming of is waiting for you to claim it. Your time is now.